Now let's talk about arrays in Python. Now you might be wondering, wait, don't we already have lists in Python? So why do we need arrays? It's a great question. Let's find out exactly what arrays are, how they are different from lists, and when you should use them. So the first question is, what is an array? An array is a data structure that stores multiple values of the same data type. Unlike lists, all elements in an array must be of same type, which makes arrays more efficient for numeric data. In Python, we use the array module to work with arrays. So first we have to import the array module, and then we define a variable called numbers. You can name this anything. Then we write array dot array. Then we just give parentheses, and inside quotes I'm gonna write I for making this array storing integer data. Then I'm gonna give a comma, and inside square brackets I'll give my values like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay, then I can write the print statement and pass numbers. Now if I run the code, you'll see it prints the array. Now behind the scenes, this I is a type code for assigned integers. As you can see, this PyCharm is showing it is a type code. Now there are other type codes, for example F for float, then D for double data type, means larger float, then we have U for Unicode character, and etc. Now let's see how we can access array elements. Now here we also have indexing just like lists. So what I can do is I can write the print statement, and then I'm gonna write the array name, which is numbers, and in between square brackets I'm gonna pass 2 as parameter. Now this 10 has index 0, this 20 has index 1, and this 30 has index 2. So it will print 2 if I run the code, and this 30 has index 2. So this will see the output 30. Now you can modify. So for example, I want to modify this 40. So what I can do is I can write numbers, then square brackets, and this 40 has the index 3. And then I'm gonna write the equal sign, and let's make this 45. Now if I write the print statement and pass numbers and run the code, you'll see it prints the array, but this time 40 becomes 45. So it works just like lists. Index starts at 0, and you can read and update values using index positions. Now let's see how we can look through an array. So what we can do is we can write the for keyword, then take a variable, for example num, then the in keyword and the array. Then I can give a colon and just print the num. Now if I run the code, you'll see it prints the array items 10, 20, 30, 45, then 50. Just like looping through a list, each element gets printed one by one. Now let's see how we add elements to an array. So if I write here the numbers array, then I can call the append method just like lists, and I can tell that I want to append 60. And after that, if I write the print statement and pass numbers and run the code, you will see it appended 60 at the very last of the array. Now if you want to insert an item in an exact index or position, you can do that as well. So for that we have to use the insert method. So I can write numbers dot insert, and first you give the index. So I want to insert after 10, so the index would be 1, and the value I want to insert, that is 15. And after that I can write the print statement again and pass numbers there, and if I run the code, you will see it inserted 15 at the index 1. Now we can remove values from arrays as well, just like lists. So I can write here numbers dot remove, and let's say I want to remove 30. So after that, if I write the print statement and pass numbers and run the code, you'll see before 30 was there in the array, now 30 got removed from the array. Now we can use the pop method as well to remove the last element from the array. So I can write numbers dot pop and just call the method. Now if I write the print statement and pass numbers and run the code, you'll see it removed the last element, which is 60, and that is missing in the last print output. Now we can get the length of the array as well, so I can call the len method and pass the array, which is numbers, and now if I run the code, you'll see it prints 5 because there are 5 elements in the array currently. We can get a specific index of a specific value, and I can just write the array name, for example numbers, then dot, and I want to know the index of 20. So I'm gonna call the index method and pass 20. Now if I run the code, you'll see it prints 2 because this 20 has the index 2, 10 has index 0, 15 has index 1. Okay, we saw many things about arrays in Python. Now the question arises when to use arrays instead of lists. So use arrays when you are working with large numeric data and you want to save memory and you want faster performance for mathematical operations. But for most general tasks, lists are more flexible in Python. And that's it for today's lesson on arrays in Python using the array module. We saw how to create arrays, access and modify them, add, remove, and loop through elements. In the next video, we'll be covering functions, so stay tuned.